This demonstration, we're going to look at the steps to initiate a site recovery in the case of a failure of, let's say, the SQL database associated with my System Center Configuration Manager. In the case of the demonstration, we're just going to go through the steps to actually perform the recovery. We're not going to perform a recovery because it takes a while, but we will have a look at the steps to actually go through in order to initiate this. So in an earlier demonstration, what we did is we backed up the primary site server. Now that we've backed up that primary site server, the next thing we want to do at this point here is we actually want to do a recovery. So I've come in the backup location, which in my case is E:backup S01 backup. Now we're in this folder. What we're going to do is we're just going to come to the cd.latest folder. We're going to come to the SMS setup, and then what we're going to do is just come to the bin folder, x64, and all we're going to do at this point here is just run setup.exe. So we'll scroll this down, find the S's, and what we're looking for here is we're looking for the setup.exe. So nearly there. And if we have a look here, double click on setup.exe, and what that will do is that will start the installation wizard. So what we're going to do at this point here is we're just going to select next. Then what we're going to do is move the wizard on. What we're going to do at this point here is we're going to recover the site database by using the backup set at the following location, and it will be, if we browse this through, it's going to be my E drive. And then within my E drive, what we're going to point at is we're going to point to backup, and then we're just going to point at the S01 backup and select OK. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to select the next button. Then what we're doing is we're then going to come in and we're just going to recover the primary site. Don't have a central admin site, so we will just recover the primary site and select next. Not going to bother with a product key. This is a evaluation edition, so we'll select evaluation, select next. Then what we have to do is we have to read all these agreements. So let's say we have read them. We'll then turn on the ticks. If you don't turn on the ticks, next will remain grayed out. So we'll turn on the ticks, so we can select next. Then what we've got at this point here is on the prerequisites downloads, what we're going to do is we're just going to specify that we're going to use previously downloaded files, and we're just going to browse through to the path, and the path at this point here will be in my E:, in my backup folder. Within my backup folder we'll go to S01, we'll go to our cd.latest, and we'll just specify our redist folder and select OK, and then we'll select next. As we can see, it's just verifying the downloaded prerequisite components. It's now working through them, so all we'll do is, rather than watch the bar move across the screen, we'll just pause the presentation and return back after it's verified everything. Then what we have on our site and installation settings, we're happy with the site code, we're happy with the site name, we're happy with the installation folder. So at this point here, we'll just select our next button. Then what we have is we have our database information. So yep, the SQL server name is lon-cfg. Datum.com. Don't need to worry about the instance name. We can see the database we're restoring, and we can see the port number, so we'll select next. Then what we'll do is we're happy with the path to the SQL server data file and also as well the log file, so we'll select next. Quickly read through this. We're happy with all the diagnostics and usage data, so we can select next. Read the summary. Happy with that. It's doing a prerequisite check. So as you can see at this point here, checking everything through. We'll just pause this at this point here. Then what we can see is now that it's gone through, it's done the prerequisite check, has completed successfully. So at this point here, now we're happy. What we'll do at this point here is we would select begin install. We're not actually going to begin the install. The database is intact. That's why it's really telling us it can't really do anything. But at that point there, we were just looking at the steps to initiate a restore. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thank you.